Hi guys, welcome to Placements Ready. In this video, we will be solving the problem Help Classmates from Geeks for Geeks, which has been asked in Problem of the Day on 29th November. So, the problem statement is Professor X wants his students to help each other in the chemistry lab. He suggests that every student should help out a classmate who scored less marks than him, okay, and whose roll number appears after him. That's fine, but the students are lazy and they don't want to search too far. So we have to find the marks of the students that each students pick. Okay, so basically the problem is telling us that for a given index I, you have to find the marks of the student that is to the right of I and which is smaller than array of I. So let me discuss the example test case. So here for 3, the nearest element which is to the right is 2, which is smaller than 3, because here we are finding the nearest element because it has been written, but the students are lazy and they don't want to search too far. So that's why we are finding the nearest element to the right, which is smaller. So 2 will be the answer for 3. Then for 8, 5 will be the answer, right? Then for again 5, 2 will be the answer. Then for 2, there are no elements which are to the right and which is smaller than 2, so we are getting -1 here. And for 25, there are no elements which is to the right of 25 and which is smaller than 25, so the answer is -1. Okay, so you can read the explanation so that I have explained to you. And for this sample test case 1 2 3 4, there are no elements for each of the array I which is to the right and smaller than the ith element, so the output is -1 for all of the cases. So if you observe, the expected time complexity here is order of n and expected space complexity is also order of n. So let's see how we can solve this problem. So basically the sample test case was 3, 8, 5, let's say 2 and 25. So for 3, the next element which is to the right is 2, right? So okay, we are getting, so this is the output. For 8, 5, then for again 5, 2, then for 2, there are no elements to the right which is smaller than 2, so -1, and for 25 again -1. So the brute force approach can be using two for loops, right? So let us declare a vector which will be int and let's say nearest lesser element NLE. So n comma -1, so we can initialize it with -1 because if we don't find a value it will be -1. Okay, so in the brute force approach you can start your iteration from 0 to n, and for I there will be a j loop which will be again running from I plus 1 to n, right? And basically you can check if array of j is smaller than array of I. So as soon as you reach a smaller which is element which is smaller than the current element, you will assign its value. So NLE of I is equal to array of j and you will simply break out. Okay, so this is the brute force approach, and in the worst case I will be running from 0 to n and j will also run from uh, 0 to n roughly. Okay, so this complexity will come out to be order of n square. So that is the brute force approach. Now the problem has demanded us that the time complexity should be order of n and the space complexity should also be order of n, right? So let's see how can we implement this. So this can be easily implemented using stack. So let's see how. So let me have the sample test case. So it was 3, 8, 5, 2 and 25. So 3, 8, 5, 2 and 25. Okay, now let's take a stack as well and we have a output array. Okay, so in this case we will start our iteration from back. I will tell you why we are doing this. I will make sure that you understand the intuition behind it. So basically the intuition is you have to find the element to the rights, right? So basically for each of the ith element, if the element to the right is already processed, then it is sure that it may be present in the stack and you can get your answer. So that is the intuition. Now for 25, there is no element which is present in the stack, so the output will be -1. Now for 2, the element which is at the stack top, so for the 25, if the work is done, so it is pushed, like the stack was empty, so it is pushed simply. Now we come to 22, and here the ith element is smaller than 25, so we basically pop it out and push this element, right? Now again, when we pop it out, before pushing we check whether the stack is empty or not. So if 25 is popped out of the stack is again empty, and we have nothing for 2. So again for 2 the answer will be -1 and 2 will be pushed. Now we come to 5. Now the array I, which is basically the ith element, is greater than 2, right? So basically the element present at the stack top will be the answer for 5, so 2 will be the answer for 5, and we push 5 here. Okay, now we come to 8. Now again the element at the top of a stack is smaller than 8, and this will be the answer for 8, right? And the 8 will be pushed. Now if we talk about 3, so the small elements which are greater than 3 now will be pushed out of the stack, so 8 will be pushed out and 5 will be pushed out. Now we are left with 2 at the top of stack, so the answer for 3 will be 2. So basically if you observe here carefully, for 25 there was no element which was present in the stack, so the answer will be -1. For 2, again 25 was greater, so we popped it out, and 25 cannot be my answer for 2, so it will be -1. For 5, 2 was smaller and it was present at the stack top, so 2 was my answer. And now since 5 was greater than 2, it is pushed, right? Again for 8, if you observe, the next element which is smaller than 8 is 5, and basically so it was present at the stack top, so it is the answer for 8, so 5 was here. Now for 3, 8 and 5 were greater, so we don't needed them, so we simply popped it out, and now at the stack top 2 was present, which is the answer for 3. So I hope the logic behind this is clear, and if I talk about the time complexity, it will be basically order of n for that iterations, right? Order of n if you push all the elements into the stack, and for some of the elements you are doing what, you are having a while loop, so that you delete all the elements which are greater than it. Basically, for example, for 3, 8 and 5 were greater, so you popped them out, so roughly it will take order of n time. So basically we are having order of 3n time, which is nothing but order of n time complexity, and space complexity will be order of n again, because at max the stack will contain all the elements of the stack, right? So I hope the intuition and the logic behind the stack solution is clear. Let's code this out. So basically here we need to return a vector, so let's take a vector of int, and I am naming it as next nearest lesser element, and it will be of size n, and let's initialize it with -1. Now we will be requiring a stack, so stack int s, and let's run a for loop. So for int I equal to n minus 1, I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. So first of all, what we need to do, we have to pop out those elements from the stack which are greater than the current element. So while not s dot empty and array of I is lesser than equal to s dot top, we need to pop that. Okay, so basically the function of this while loop is to pop out those elements which are greater than the current element. Now if my stack is not empty, then I can surely say the element present at the stack top is smaller than array of I, and that will be my answer. So n next nearest lesser element of I will be s dot top. And finally we will do what? We will push that element in my array, and at the end we can finally return our NLE vector. Okay, so let's run this. So we are getting correct answer for our sample test case. Let's submit this solution. So it is giving us the correct answer, right? So I hope the problem statement and the implementation, the brute force as well as the better approach is clear. And if you have liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel in order to receive such more updates. And if you haven't joined our Telegram group, it is recommended that you join it, and we are having live lectures. Okay, so you can attend that as well and share among your friends, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.